barely pay my rent. So let's talk about me paying my rent. How about that? Here's the thing about paying your rent. Hey beautiful ones, Fran here, back with another video. So before we go any further, I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Alright, so this video is going to be a video in the money series. Remember at the beginning of the year we talked about me doing a money series and talking more about money. How to attract money, how to manifest money, how to create money, and how important money is. Now, money is really important, and I will tell you that, and I will say that forever. A lot of times we talk about money, we talk about manifesting money, we talk about creating money, but we really don't talk about money in depth, right? So this week I was actually writing a lesson for one of my groups, and I was writing about getting clear about money and understanding that money really responds to you, and it responds to the energy that you put in the world about money, right? So today what we're going to talk about is being frugal versus being fruitful. Frugal and fruitful. Okay. All right. So a lot of times people who are a bit on the cheap side will say that they are frugal. Are people who are frugal are usually people who don't want to spend any money, who want to get everything for free, who's always looking for a bargain, always looking for a way to just have it, just hold it. I just got to keep it. I can't spend it. I'm not going to circulate it. I got to hold on to it, right? I have to keep all of my money because I may be broke one day. That's kind of how the frugal mind thinks. The frugal mind thinks one day I may not have this money, so I better hold on to all of my money, right? But when you're fruitful and you know that money is an energy and that your source of supply is unlimited and never failing, you are a little bit more giving of your money. Like you splurge on things, you buy things if you want it, you buy it. If somebody's in need, you help them, you pay your tithes, you circulate your money into the world. Now, here's the thing. You guys have heard me talk about my frugal daddy. I've talked about my father being frugal many times on many previous videos. My dad was a really big saver. He did not believe in buying anything new. He bought everything secondhand. So he would go buy his clothes secondhand. He bought secondhand cars. He just would not spend money. My mother was different. My mother was a spender. My mother believed that there's always more where that came from. How many times have you heard your parents say that? There's always more where that came from. We'll never run out of money because there's always more. And my dad's thought was, the frugal thought was, money don't grow on trees. And my mother would say, well, it might as well because we always seem to have it. Okay, so you guys get where I'm coming from. Let me explain what I'm trying to tell you. If you are operating in a frugal mindset, you're operating in a lack mindset. If you are operating in a lack mindset, you are repelling the energy of money, right? Money is not going to multiply and come to you if all you think about is not having it. If you think that you're never going to have enough, if you are always worried about money, you are operating in a frugal mindset. And therefore, you're going to get frugal results. So if you are operating in the mindset of, I'm probably not going to have any money and I'm not going to have enough to pay my bills, my check is always going to be short because I got all these bills to pay. And these tax deductions are crazy. I never seem to have enough. That is going to be your life because you have a frugal mentality. If you have a fruitful mentality, you think, I am always going to have money. I am going to have enough money to meet my needs. I am going to do whatever I need to do because money always comes to me. It comes to me when I call, and I plant good seeds. So therefore, I know that I am never going to be without because I have enough. Now, let me say this. Let me say this because I know that somebody is going to say, so are you telling me that I should just spend all my money and I should be broke? No, I'm not telling you that at all. What I am telling you is that once you get clear about your money, and once you get clear about the type of money that you desire, and once you understand that you are not the source of that money, that there is a universal source of money. Have you ever heard of spiritual money? I know that some of you have heard about that because you guys email me and ask me if I'm going to teach about spiritual money. Spiritual money is the divine substance of plenty, plenty, plenty. If I can wrap my mindset around creating, manifesting, earning $500,000 in the first 6 months of the year, I can have $500,000 in the first 6 months of the year. I've seen it. I've done it. When I was, who's my client going to be? Where's my client going to come from? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough money to pay this daycare. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to have enough money to pay this car note. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to have enough money to do this. I never had enough money. Being frugal and in a lack mindset kept me from paying my tithes. Yes, your girl's going to tell you the truth. When I had a lack mindset, I was like, I cannot pay my tithes and pay all of my bills. Not understanding the concept of being fruitful means I am going to plant my seeds in fertile soil and I am going to watch it grow. Being frugal is always looking for a bargain, a deal, something free. How can I get this for free? When is it gonna be free this? How am I gonna find the free? That is a lack mindset, my loves. Let me just tell you, there is nothing wrong with manifesting free gifts and free things. But if you are always looking for something for free, you need to check your mindset. Because if you are looking for something for free all the time, that means that you don't trust in the universal supply of money. That means that you are limiting your experiences in this life because you feel like you don't have enough money. Money comes to you when you call it. Some of us are just kind of late on the manifestation train. There are many cultures that have been manifesting for years. Years, years, years. We are just now catching up. You know why? Because in our culture, we're told, work hard, work smart, work hard, don't spend all your money, save up all your money, just hold on to it, don't spend it. Right? That's what we're taught in our culture. In other cultures, especially in the Chinese culture, they're taught you will always be fruitful when you activate the law of plenty, 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 and sow fruitful seeds. There's a reason why we, as a culture, find struggle so okay. There are so many people that I talk to that say, well, it's just normal for me to work hard and not have enough. Who said that? Where did that come from? That's not in any Bible that I've read, and it's not in any New Thought teaching that I've ever seen. People who feel like they have to struggle have a frugal mindset. People who are fruitful understand that I have to practice and I have to focus on what I desire consistently. I have to activate the laws of the universe so they work in my behalf. The law of circulation, the law of reciprocity, the law of giving you shall receive, the law of attraction. There's so many universal spiritual laws that work on your behalf once you change your mindset. But if you're living in lack and you're frugal and you feel like you have no choice but to struggle, you, my dear, are gonna struggle. There is no reason that you aren't making, having, earning, attracting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. There's no reason that you're not financially stable. The only reason is the way you think about your finances. Being frugal will keep you in a lack mindset. The best thing that you can do to activate a fruitful mindset is to go do something that you would normally not do. When I began to raise my financial vibration, right? When I knew that I wanted to go to another income level, I started hanging around people, places, and things that were in another income bracket. The very first time I ever went to someplace and bought a pair of shoes that cost more than $100, I was so afraid, right? I was scared. You know, we talk about fear, how fear will paralyze the mind and keep you in a lack mindset, right? But I wanted to raise my prosperity vibration. So what I did was I made myself a promise. I said, on my birthday, I am going to go buy these really, really nice, they're couture tennis shoes. And anybody knows me knows I'm a sneaker girl. I'm a Nike girl, Adidas girl all day long. But I said, you know what? In order for me to break this mindset of, I can't spend that money on shoes, or, oh my gosh, what if I spend that money on shoes and then I don't have enough money to pay my bills? I had to do it, and I had to do it afraid. So what I did was I paid my tithes first, and I took a trip down to Rodeo Drive, right? And I walked into the store, and there were the tennis shoes. And I had been looking at these tennis shoes for a whole year. They were on my vision board, everything. And I said, you know what? I want those tennis shoes. And the lady was like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. I have a pair of those. Let me go get them so you can try them on. Would you like some champagne? Champagne? Really? I never shopped in a store where they offered you champagne for shopping, right? So I was like, yeah, sure, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a glass of champagne. And they brought out champagne, and it was like an experience buying these tennis shoes. So at that moment, I thought, wow, I could get used to this. Like, I could get used to this. Now, I knew in my mindset, because I still was like, lack unlimited. I knew that I couldn't buy a $600, $700 pair of tennis shoes every week. I knew that, right? But it felt so good to do it. And I wanted to do it more often. I wanted to have that experience of feeling the luxury experience of shopping. Didn't mean I wasn't going to Target no more. That's not what that meant. Because I love Target, and I go to Target all the time. But it meant that I wanted to have the mindset that if I wanted to buy something that cost that cost a little more than I was used to buying, that I would still buy it. And not trip off of the fact that maybe I'm going to be broke after I do this. So I activated the law of circulation first by paying my tithes. I planted my tithes in fertile soil first. And then I bought my tennis shoes. I did not skip a beat. As a matter of fact, that year, because I kept doing things like that, not so much as spending money, but going to restaurants and maybe having dinner at a place that was a little bit more expensive than I would usually pay. Or I would go out with my girlfriends to places that I wouldn't even go. Like even to Nordstrom's Cafe. Like I love Nordstrom's Cafe. Didn't even know Nordstrom's had a cafe for many years because I was too busy driving through the drive-thru of somewhere on my lunch break. I wasn't going to Nordstrom's to sit down and have no lunch because I didn't think I could afford that. Frugal. You understand what I'm saying? Frugal. Frugal and was still broke. You know why? Because my mindset was in a place of lack. So, if you are ready to raise your vibration from frugal, I'm struggling, I got to get everything for free, I'm going to find out how I can get this for free, I'm going to wait till this thing go on sale, I'm going to wait until I can get some money off of this until I buy because I just have to do that, to I am living a life of unlimited abundance. God is my source of supply and everything I need and desire I deserve. God is in the midst of all things. And once I plant my seed, I know that it is going to grow. Everything that I give comes back to me 1,000-fold. I am activating the laws of circulation and they do not fail. When you're ready to get up there, start doing something different. Even if it's going to walk around a store that you think that you could probably never afford to buy something in. I told you guys how I had things on my vision boards for years that I could not buy because my mindset said I couldn't buy. Now, if I want something, I just buy it. Now, I know that a lot of you are going to say, okay, Fran, I'm not there yet. I can barely pay my rent. So let's talk about me paying my rent. How about that? Here's the thing about paying your rent. If you're saying, I can barely pay my rent, you're going to be barely able to pay your rent. How about every month I pay my rent with ease? I am so thankful that I have rent to pay. I am so thankful that I have a roof over my head. How about that? Even if you can't go out and buy a pair of $700 shoes, I know people are going to get on me about that. I know people are going to say, I can't even feed my kid. How can I buy some $700 shoes? Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Exactly where you are, I have been. And was there for a long time until I made a decision to choose differently and to think differently. Your thoughts create your life. If you think that you cannot feed your child, you are not going to be able to feed your child. Period. I had a client say to me, you know, I had somebody helping me with things and they had a beauty supply company or something like that. I think they were doing. And they had someone that was giving them an investor. They had an investor. And when the world kind of went in a different way, the investor kind of was like, whoa, you know, I got to pull back a little bit. And we did a session and she complained about how her business was going to fail. She told me for 45 minutes how her business was going to fail because her investor would not give her any more money. So what's wrong with that, y'all? You are looking at your investor as your source of supply. Your investor is not your source. God is using the investor to fund your business, right? So it's kind of like, let me give you this little scenario. Let me give you this little synopsis. It's kind of like you say, okay, God, heavenly staff, my angels, the divine ancestors, however you acknowledge your higher power, I really desire help in funding my business. I really know that I can make a difference in this world, and I really just need to earn, have, create, manifest more money to do that. And God says, okay, Fran, I hear you. I got you. Hang tight. Puts Fran in position, and Fran is somewhere and she's talking about her business, or she's talking to someone about her business, and that person says, oh, I know a guy who invests in that kind of business. Maybe I should introduce the two of you. Divine meetings, divine alignment. So that investor helping you, it's not because, oh, you're so nice, you helped me. It is that. But it's also because there's been an orchestration between the universe and this person and you. There's been a divine alignment created. Stop depending on people and things to supply your abundance. You do not have to wait on God. You do not have to wait on a rich man. You do not have to wait on clients to pay you. You have to get your mindset correct and raise your vibration and understand that you attract and create what you need when you need it. Things come to you when you get clear, focused, and you call them in. My angels have told me this for years, and now I'm telling you. There's a difference between being frugal and fruitful. All right, guys, tell me what you think about this video. Let's talk about it. Let's chat about it. Leave me some comments. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel so that we can grow the channel at 70,000 subscribers. I am going to give away something so fantastic. You do not want to miss it. So make sure that you are sharing these videos. All right, guys, remember we are raising consciousness and changing mindset one video at a time. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.